Mage here, coming at you with a flush 3x3 piston door. So, this is what I got here. I looked at a bunch of the versions that were out there on YouTube. Nothing really fit exactly what I wanted it to do. Some of them used ridiculous numbers of pistons. Some of them required way too much hallway behind the door or had tons of exposed slime blocks. This one doesn't. From the inside, I got this. Come on out. Close it back up. Relatively quick, pretty smooth, totally flush. And doesn't really leave that many exposed blocks, and it's not that big. Pop that back open again. There it goes. Inside, you have a few exposed pistons, 3 immovable blocks that are exposed, 1 exposed slime block. And coming through, it's not that deep. This could even be relocated farther out of the way if you wanted it extra narrow right next to the door. Very little on the sides. And the bit that is sticking out the side a bit here doesn't need to be in any specific spot either. So, if you're trying to do something particularly funky, you want to put this in a relatively narrow wall, you could put this whole thing in a 4-block deep wall and have it be completely hidden. You just have to relocate this torch tower out here and then run the signal in and out. But this is the maximum compactness. It has the torch tower right there. Alright, let's go take a quick look at this in my survival world. Hey, here I am on my server. This is a new base that, wait, that's not supposed to be there. We are in survival. This could be a problem. This is not actually my personal base. It's a base of someone else I'm playing with. And apparently, they need to put up a bit more lighting, because that was a skeleton spawning inside the base. Let's not have that. Well, anyways, they wanted a treasure vault. This is like the decoy vault right here. You come over here, place a redstone torch on the floor. Boom. Torch automatically gets broken so you can pick it back up. You head in here. Treasure room. You know it's treasure room because the walls are literally covered in gold blocks. And you go ahead, click the stone button. Boom, closes up. Click it again, pop it back open. I do have it set to open and close manually. You could add a timer. I elected not to. There we go. Nice blank wall. Would never know that was in there. Okay, we are going to take a quick look on how to build this. Now, I'm not going to do a building the whole thing on camera because, frankly, I don't want to. But we can walk through all building of this very quickly. If we look at this, I have all the critical blocks for circuitry that need to be there are made out of diorite. Wait, that one doesn't need to be there. Boom, unnecessary block. The clear glass is all just to show you where our floors and ceiling and such would be. Those can be any decorative block you wish. The door blocks are these chiseled stone blocks. Those are the ones that are going to be moving and making up the door. Let's start down at the bottom. Now this is a common double piston extender and retractor design. The heart of it is a repeater set to 4 ticks. Coming out from that, we have an observer block pointed at a solid block. Because we got slime blocks here, this needs to be both a solid block that can conduct a redstone signal, and it has to be immovable. Furnaces work. I have obsidian here. We got 2 sticky pistons, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slime blocks going straight up. So, counting from the floor block down, that is 7 blocks down that it has to go. And you look down here, you need to get a pulse into this. I use an observer for that. If you're looking to modify this, this does not have to be touching this. This could be, this bit of the circuit here could be separated, and you could have a line of redstone going to here. Likewise, this observer is looking at a repeater set to 1 tick. This could be redstone dust, repeater, but it works very well as a repeater. It makes it a much easier way of doing this. Leading into that is this little pulse extender, this comparator pulse extender, taking a signal from this block. This is the input block for the entire door right here. I have a T flip-flop heading into that input block. You can use whatever control method you want. I just have a button up there, leading to a T flip-flop. You could just have a lever on this block. That would be inconvenient, but it would work. Just to have some sort of strong, full 15 strength redstone signal going into this block. On top of that, you have a redstone torch that reverses the signal, send a signal to all the rest of the door. This part just pushes up these 2 blocks in the center that are attached to some slime blocks. In that redstone torch, you'll have a repeater set to 4 ticks. Important. All these like tick counts do matter. Going to a block with a redstone torch on top of it. Going into this block that has a redstone torch on top of it, and a repeater set to 4 ticks coming out of it, sitting on top of a slab. It goes into this block. A series of slabs take the signal all around. We have 2 repeaters set to 1 tick going into these blocks, each of which have a redstone torch on top of them. When you look at the other side of that, on both sides, we'll have a immovable block with a piece of redstone on top of it. And then 2 repeaters, one coming off the block, one coming off that redstone, each set to 2 ticks, going into 2 solid blocks with redstone torches on top of them. You have the exact same thing on this side mirrored. Above that, you need a solid block above each one of those torches. Those don't have to be anything in particular. Any solid block will do. And you have what essentially is a big jeb door on the side here. So this is an array of 6 sticky pistons pointed in, 3 sticky pistons pointed forward, with your door blocks on the front of those, mirrored on this side. This circuit down here will do just the bottom layer of this, essentially a jeb door. And moving up from there, this torch leads into a little torch tower, taking the signal up to the top. Once you get up to the top, the very last torch. Here's a quick view here if you want to have a count exactly how many you want there. Get up to the top here, and we have our last torch at the very top with a slab. Bit of redstone on top of there. Solid block, some more slabs. And you have this goes to the repeater set to 2 ticks. repeater set to 1 tick, repeater set to 4 ticks. This block right here will get power. It doesn't have anything on top of it. You'll have redstone right down here, taking the signal all the way around. These all have to be solid blocks across there. So these 3 could be slabs you wanted, but you're going to want to have them be the solid block that matches your deco, because you'll be able to see these from the inside. And repeater out here set to 3 ticks. This is your standard Jeb door type arrangement. You have the center section. It's going to be 2 sticky pistons pointed downward, 1 sticky piston pointed forward with a door block stuck on the front of that. When this is activated, it'll power the center first, dropping it down. Then it powers this circuit here, which will bud power this one, pushing it forward. Then this will bring all these blocks forward. This will already be powered, then it'll bud power, pushing those out. And this delay up here means this will depower first, allowing that front door block to retract in. And then the very last thing to depower will be the top, retracting these up. So all these timings here matter. That is all you're really going to need to do to build this. I'll take a quick look at all of our timings. Give you a quick little overview of things. In the very top, this repeater is 4 ticks, 1 tick, 2 ticks. 1 level down, we have a 3-tick repeater, another 3-tick repeater. Follow the torch tower down. On this level, the ones going out here are each set to 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Each of these are set to 1 tick. This one is set to 4 ticks. Also 4 ticks. This is 1. And go over here. This is also set to 1 tick. This is the classic Grisdale T flip-flop post 113. When it shoots out an item, because it works by having a dropper pointed up, then a dropper pointed forward, and then a hopper pointed back into that guy, it'll spit out the block, and you have to have something, it doesn't matter what, preventing the block that it spits out, the item it spits out, from getting lost. It might occasionally get lost if you don't have anything on the sides here. It doesn't have to be glass, it could be a solid block, it could be whatever. And this upper dropper here must be strongly powered to get the thing to cycle. And that's it. Let's see this operate a couple more times. There it goes from the inside. Right back out here. Another quick look from the front. There it goes. It's reasonably quick, reasonably small. And note that you can use whatever control circuitry you want. This could be moved as needed, as long as you get signal timed the same as this. You could just slide this whole torch tower out to the side. Just run a redstone line out. No problem. But the primary structure of the door is only 7 blocks wide. An 8th block necessary for getting this circuit connected up from the top to the bottom. And then 7 blocks down, it's kind of deep because of the way the slime block system works. So that's it. Alright, I hope you like it. This has been Mage. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of this door.